Welcome to another marvelous Monday, MS Gymmers. What is shaking? Hey, for those of you who are just joining us and are brand new to the MS Gym, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're in a community of awesome people. You're in a community of warriors. You're in a community of people who are wanting to help, heal, and persevere small victory to small victory on our way to bigger victories in this battle and this MS life that you guys are all living together. And I am been chosen for your guide, and I'm honored to be so. So if you're just joining us, the purpose of the MS Gym is to use a movement practice and use exercise to slow down the progression of MS or help you rebuild and repair after you've done some kind of treatment that has helped slow down the progression of your MS. All the exercises in the MS Gym are specifically designed for MS, ordered in a specific way to help you manage your symptoms, and have the purpose of rerouting and retraining and re-educating your brain how to move around the demyelination in your body and also the lesions in your brain. So welcome. I'm super happy you're here. You guys, we're almost at 1,500 people, and there are no words to really describe the depth of gratitude and just awe and blessing that I've been having, and Misty's been having, and our family's been having. Like, our home is just better and more full of light because of all of you. So I really, really appreciate it, and I thank you. So I hope you guys looked at that post from Mary yesterday. That was a really cool post. It was fun to just post it because she's such a cool lady, and she's one of my little favorites in here that I work with in person. And just a quick note is that she is using an AFO, and not that all of you seek or desire to use an AFO, just like Mary was like, I don't really want to use one. However, it made sense for her that she got an AFO because she's had the AFO. She's had a lot of her mental state and her physical state have changed because she feels a little bit more confident in her body and like she can do things. And as you can see, she was rocking it out with kettlebells and slam balls, and she was literally jumping, that wasn't Air Jordan-esque, but it was an inch or two off the ground, which is huge for someone with foot drop and hip issues. So I'm super proud of her. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. If you haven't seen the Mary post, look down below. The very first words are MS Warrior. So we're starting a new series today. I've had a lot of people ask about upper body, and when people focus on MS, and we're talking, and therapists and trainers and medical professionals and allied health professionals and everybody else talk about MS, everybody focuses on the legs, okay? Because those are super affected, and every step that you take has to do with the legs. Well, let me tell you, the upper body is half of your body, sometimes more than half your body, depending on how you're built. And if you don't have the postural muscles needed to stand up straight and to hold your head back and to hold your shoulders back and to hold your trunk on your hips, nothing else is going to work. So as you can see, and hopefully you're getting this, is that everything that you're doing in the MS Gym is systematic. I'm building you up layer by layer in multiple different ways, in many different angles, so that there's this 360-degree approach to everything that you're doing. So we've got to start with we've got to get upper body involved. We've got to get your posterior shoulder girdle and your back involved if you're going to stand upright. Because if you don't have postural muscles in your spine, your shoulders, and your neck, you will not stand upright. You will always lean forward. You will always be falling. You will always be losing your balance. And all of the leg stuff that you're doing in the spasticity series and also in the foot drop series will be enhanced if you hit your upper body. Okay? So with that said, let's get rolling. Okay? The first muscles that we're going to be working on today are what are called your squeezers and your droppers. So the scapular retractors and depressors. Let me face this way. The retractors and the depressors. Everybody, when they talk about back, they're like, just squeeze your shoulder blades, squeeze your shoulder blades. Well, if your traps up here are super overactive, you're just going to do this, and you're going to pull your head back and scrunchy like this, which is no bueno. So you really need to focus on the retraction and then also the depression. When you hear me say blades, butts, guts, and blades, blades means we take these shoulder blades, which are shaped like upside down pieces of pie, and we push them down towards our back pockets. That is a scapular depression, okay? So the muscles that are not scapular depressors. The big daddies are these pec minor muscles, okay? So we have to release those before we do shoulders. Otherwise, if we do this, we're just going to start just tipping forward and our head's going to come back and you're going to get worse, all right? So first thing I want you to do, ladies, go to where your bra straps go. Guys, you probably know where bra straps are, but think about wearing suspenders or a backpack, something like that, if you don't want to think about wearing a bra. I don't know what you're into. It's okay. So here we go. So we're going to take 2 to 3 fingers. You're going to kind of trace down and kind of push through this area, and typically it's kind of like halfway down your collarbone, drop it straight down. You will find some sensitive areas in there. Now, I did talk about this in the spasticity series, but for those of you who haven't downloaded that yet, this is part of it, okay? So we're talking about releasing that pec minor. Again, 30 to 45 seconds, in those areas, okay, to release all that stuff and get that pec minor fired up, calm down so we can fire up the opposite side. So it's right through here. Second side, over here, think about a backpack, boom. So it's kind of right above that nipple area, so you're just rolling right here. So you got 30 seconds on one side. Now, when you're doing this, you don't have to grind it, okay? You don't want to be pushing so hard that you send your upper body into some kind of spasticity. That's not good. So you can do this with your fingers. You can put a soft ball against the wall and do this, but almost everybody I work with, because we're fighting gravity, and we're also in a culture, basically a global culture, that is always on their phones, always driving, always looking at tablets, always on computer, always watching TV, pardon me. We are constantly rolled forward like this. So that pec minor is going to open you up. Then what I want you to do, and mind you, you can do this on your bed. Even if you're lying down, you can do this, or you're sitting up in your bed, or you're sitting in a chair, whatever. Then I want you to just put your hands behind you and then just lift up and kind of push down into the earth, push down into the floor and lift your body up. If you're lying on your back because it's hard for you to sit up, okay, let me do that real quick. If you're lying on your back, once you release your pecs, kind of just walk your hands down, okay? We're trying to create as much space between our ear and our shoulder as possible, okay? So we're kind of walking our hands down, hold those abs in, just hold that stretch for a sec. What we're trying to do here is activate those shoulder depressors or the blade droppers, okay? So blades in the back pocket. So you release the pec minor, then you're stretching those depressors whilst, there we go again, all you whilst people, right? Whilst you are pushing down into the ground, or you're reaching back down while you're on the floor. Cool? All right. So you can do this next 2 exercises on a bed. You can do these sitting in your chair. You can do these standing against the wall. I guess the universal way to do this is to do it on the floor because you have gravity to fight against, okay? So here we go. So my toes are tucked. If you can't tuck your toes, go download your foot drop program so you can do that, because when we do this, it calms down all the muscles in here that are pulling us forward. So we want to put our toes behind us and we want to lie flat. Okay? So you want your nose just slightly off of the floor. Okay? So my hat, when I'm doing this, I did this on purpose. You want your head about a bill's height, the height of this bill, away from the floor. So just slightly pull that chin up. Hold the apple underneath your chin. Now what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands to the side of you in a neutral position. So where you say okay like this, you want to put those hands kind of like that. If you want to make an okay sign, that's okay. So anyway, I'm such a nerd. Okay, so squeeze those glutes, and I want you to think about pulling those abs up into your spine, and then what I want you to do is I want you to push your pubic bone into the floor, okay? So squeeze that butt, push them into the floor. Even if you're on a bed, do the same darn thing, okay? If you're in a chair, I want you to think about pulling your abs in and tucking your tail. I'll show you that at the end, okay? So what you want to do here, you want to pull your chin slightly up, hold that apple underneath your chin, go into OKs. Butts are tight, guts are tight. Now watch my shoulders. I'm going to be kind of down like this, and then what I'm going to do is all I'm going to do is kind of pull my shoulder blades back. I'm not pulling them up. I really got to think about pulling these muscles right along the mid-back. So again, ladies, your bra strap. Guys, you know where bra straps are, or where you wear a heart rate monitor. So you're going to be this way. You're going to just pull those shoulder blades back. So you're going to squeeze those shoulder blades together and hold for 3 seconds, okay? Keep your okay sign down here.
Let the shoulder blades come back down. Keep your butt tight. Keep your gut tight. Keep your chin pulled up. Now pull those shoulder blades. Think about wrapping around the ribs. Okay, I want you to think about the bottom of your scapula right here, and I want you to pull those together. Pull them together. Don't get up here. If anything, like walk your hands down, like put your arms towards your feet so you're not shrugging your shoulders, and then pull. I'm taking some time to go through this because every person I've ever shown this to does it wrong. Every person. I've never had someone come in and I'm like, wow, you're a scapular retraction professional. No. Everyone's terrible at this, okay? So toes locked in, squeeze the glute, pull the abs up, pull the shoulder blades up. You should feel yourself shake, okay? Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 1, 2, let the shoulder blades drop. Hold those abs in. Think about pulling around your ribs. 1, 2, coming back down. Good. And come up. 4, 2, coming back down slow. Hold those abs in, squeeze that butt. Come up. 5, 2, good. Come back down. We're doing 10 of these today. Come on, baby. 6, 2, come back down. You can see my shoulders drop. I'll emphasize it. 7, 2, come back down. Think about just using right here, okay? Squeeze it. 8, 2, find your abs, find your glutes. Everything needs to be activated. Down. This is not an isolated exercise. This is full body, baby. 9, 2, come back down, and 10, 2, come back down, okay? If you need to take a break, put your arms out in front of you and just kind of chill out, okay? Oh, see, that one exercise, like it's tough to hold your upper back up like that. Nobody focuses on mid-back. Nobody focuses on thoracic spine, which is up here, and I've met very few practitioners who actually know how to teach posterior shoulder girdle activation, and it's imperative and key for you to walk right. Okay? So the second exercise that we're going to do real quick, tuck those toes, glutes are tight, abs are up. Then what you're going to do is you're going to turn your OK sign over if you can. If that's too much for you and that feels like a strain, go back to OK. All right? Okay. So pull up, say, OK, Trev, just like I tell my little girls. OK, Daddy. All right. So pull that chin up. So you're going to kind of walk your hands back a little bit. Now, with scapular depression, all you're going to do is your arms are not at your side. They're a little bit out, okay, like in an A. All you're going to do is just reach down towards your feet. So watch. So I'm going to overemphasize this. Reach down towards your feet. 1, 2, and relax. Hold those abs in. Hold those glutes up. Or hold those abs in. Squeeze your glutes. Reach down towards your feet. 2, 2, and chill. It's not a big motion. You just kind of relax and then contract. Go. 3, 2, come back down. 4, 2, hold that gut in, hold that butt tight, back in. 5, 2, this is another everybody fails this the first time, so you got to work on it. Go, butts and guts, go. 6, 2, so that means butt squeeze, guts up, relax. And now we're doing blades, baby. Butts, guts, and blades. Squeeze down. 8, 2, maybe that's 6, I don't know what number we're on. Let's do 2 more, good. Ready, butts and guts tight. Reach, reach, reach. 9, pull those shoulder blades back. 2, back down. Pull the shoulder blades back slightly. Reach down towards your feet. 10, 2, and chill. Okay? Good job, you guys. All right, so that's the start. If you were like, oh my gosh, I can't believe how hard that was, you were doing it right. Okay? If you're like, oh, I feel it up here, you weren't doing it right. Your brain doesn't know how to do that yet, so you've got to focus on really, really stretching this out, really getting up and getting that chest open before you do this. Focus on just pulling those shoulder blades around the ribs back and then reaching down. Now, if you are in a chair real quick, if you're not in a chair, you can turn this off or just kind of hang out for a sec. Actually listen, because if you know people in a chair, they need this. In order to sit up in a chair properly, you've got to pull those abs in. You've got to tip that pelvis back, and then you're going to do the exact same thing. You're going to pretty much just be right in that chair, kind of relax it, put your hands at your side, not on the handrails at all, just let them hang, and you're just going to pull together for 10. Good. Pull together. So it's around the ribs. So you're going to kind of rotate your arms around your ribs. We're not going up. We're going around. Okay. So you're going to do that 10 times. 2, and come back. And then guess what you're going to do? You're going to put your hands down on your seat in your chair. Or if you can actually get to a real chair, just put your hands down and then push yourself away from the chair. Boom. Okay.
Push yourself away from the chair. That's called a scapular push-up. We will get to that later for all you non-chair people, but for you chair people, start working on it, man. And even if you're not a chair person, sit in a chair and just try to think about pushing yourself off of that chair. You'll be amazed how much those muscles shake. All right? So that's day 1 of upper body. These are deep core scapular stabilizers. You need this in order to stand up straight and stand at attention, okay? This will help you immensely when we get to doing neck work, upper body strengthening, arm stuff, rotator cuff stuff, push-ups, pulling, overhead press, because that's all coming down the pipe, baby. All right. So if you like this, go like it. If you want to comment. Please go share the MS Gym with people. There's so much stuff that I'm getting. I'm getting so much intel from you people on what programs need to come out, what posts I need to do, what videos I need to do, and how to make this site better. So please go share. Please go share this in your groups you belong to. Some of you people are in like 16 groups, 20 groups, 40 groups. Please go share this. Tell people about this because we can all help more people together. I can't do this on my own. I can only do this with you. I only exist because of you, and I thank you for being here, all right? So tune in tomorrow. We're going to progressively get your upper body better. Stay tuned for Saturday because we're putting this entire thing together in a circuit. Then when you're done, you're going to be like, and it's going to feel like someone stuck a coat hanger in your backside, and you're just like standing way up straight, and you're going to feel a ton better, all right? So, have an awesome day. Look forward to my Motivation Monday coming up in a couple hours here. Let's go bang it out. Bye.